Hey y'all, I just wanted to do an addendum to my video that I recorded earlier today. I don't know if I'll be uploading this video today or maybe tomorrow, but on the subject of Noah Berlatsky, the writer with the inescapable physiognomy, which I discussed in the last video. I wanted to just make it clear what the significance is of Noah Berlatsky. Okay, how he is significant, how he speaks to everything that is rotten and corrupt and awful about the mainstream press, and that's the fact that he is a part of the mainstream press. All right, and this seems like a minor point, but minor points, it's not a minor point. I think it's actually the point. Significant, important points to me often get glossed over because the fact that there's a writer out there, that there's a thinker, if you want to call him that. That there's somebody out there who thinks that, so-called MAPs, minor attracted persons, elsewhere known as pedophiles, are an oppressed group that needs to be protected and whose interests need to be promoted, and this, that, and the other thing. The fact that he and others like him are out there, that's not really a big deal. I mean, it doesn't make one, it doesn't endear one to people like that. And it kind of makes you wonder, what kind of world are we living in where, there are people like that out there, writing articles, publishing on the internet and so forth. And what do they have to hide? Why are they, going to bat for this particular group of people? Absent the obvious conclusion that perhaps they are that type of people. That's not something that's easy to prove, but it's something that's, certainly reasonable to speculate about, given circumstances, given that they are, going about trying to say these are good people who need to be seen as an oppressed group, and we need to protect them, and we need to fight discrimination and prejudice against them, against people who do awful things to children, whose proclivity is to do awful things to children, and who often succumb to their proclivities. Okay. But that's not the major point. The significance of Noah Berlatsky, and let me just, broadcast this loud and clear. The significance is he's not just some oddball out there on some, some insignificant little site, He's not the fringe. He is the fringe. He is the lunatic fringe, but the lunatic fringe is the mainstream. He writes for Washington Post. He does pieces for MSNBC. He writes for The Guardian. He writes for The Independent. He writes for publications who are trusted, or who we're told to trust. I mean, I don't trust them at all, but we're told that they're the ones we should trust. And apparently to this group of people, the people who bankroll these news outlets, someone like Noah Berlatsky is not, him being an advocate for pedophiles is not a reason to kick him out of the club. Okay, I mean that's the significance. That's what we cannot gloss over. It's not just, ooh, look at this guy. Look at how gross he is. Look at how gross his face is, which I know I did in my last interview because it's kind of hard to ignore. But more importantly, look at the disgusting philosophy that he advocates. But it's not that. It's the fact that it's obviously well known. His activities are well known. The fact that he was a spokesman for this group that advocates for so-called maps is well known. It wasn't hidden from anybody. The funders of these mainstream legacy media outlets surely knew these things about him. The editors of these mainstream legacy media outlets, these heavily moneyed media outlets, who are basically in bed with the establishment, who are basically buddy with the Biden administration. They know who Noah Berlasky is, and it's not a scandal to them. They are not scandalized by who Norman Berlasky is, or Berlasky is, and what he advocates. They're not scandalized by it. It doesn't trouble them. It doesn't. They're not going to cancel him. They haven't. I mean, why would they now? He's been at this for years. He's well known for having been at this for years. It's not a secret to them or to anybody, to any of these people. So that's the thing that really I implore you to take away from Noah Berlasky. I think I might have misused his first name. I don't really care because I don't have any respect for him, so I'll call him whatever the hell I want. But I want to get his name right. So Noah Berlasky. That's the takeaway. It's not the fact that he exists. It's not the fact that this disgusting, this person advocating these disgusting things is out there. That's bad enough, but that's life. You have all kinds of people out there advocating all kinds of things. That's life, That's when you live in a supposedly free society, people have the right to advocate for what they want to advocate for. But if we're going to maintain or uphold certain notions like protection of children from harm, then we have to stigmatize certain points of view. That doesn't mean that that we have to throw them in jail, but it does mean we have to say these are people who are saying things that are absolutely unacceptable, and they absolutely should not be in the pages of places like the Washington Post or the Guardian, or any number of other news outlets that they are in. But there you go. That's the facts, Jack. Anyway, that's the addendum I wanted to add. Let me know your comments below. Thanks for watching.